4 meats to avoid at all costs after 60 and 4 you should eat instead. After 60, what you put on your plate can either extend your life or quietly shorten it. You may think you know which meats are healthy and which aren't, but chances are some of your weekly favorites are doing far more harm than good. In fact, several types of meat commonly eaten by seniors are directly linked to heart attacks, cancer, kidney damage, and even memory loss, especially when eaten regularly. If you're still eating the same meats you did in your 30s or 40s, it may be time to reconsider. Today we're exposing the 4 meats you should absolutely avoid after 60, ranked from bad to worst. Then we'll reveal 4 of the most powerful meats for healthy aging, joint strength, and muscle recovery, also ranked by their proven health impact. Every point is backed by real research, and some of the statistics may shock you. Let's begin with the countdown of meats to avoid and why the 4th item on this list may already be lurking in your refrigerator. 4. Processed pork sausage. Pork sausage might be a classic part of breakfast or holiday meals, but for older adults it can quietly turn into a long-term health hazard. The danger lies not just in the pork, but in what's added during industrial processing. Most pork sausages on grocery shelves are loaded with sodium, preservatives, and chemical additives, specifically nitrates and nitrites, which are used to keep the meat pink and extend shelf life. When heated or digested, these compounds can convert into nitrosamines, substances known to damage DNA and increase cancer risk. Seniors who naturally have slower digestion and weakened detox pathways are especially vulnerable. A 2022 study published in BMC Medicine tracked over 18,000 adults aged 60 and older. Those who consumed pork sausage just twice a week faced a 22% higher risk of colon cancer and a 16% increase in kidney dysfunction compared to non-consumers. And that's just the beginning. Pork sausage is often high in saturated fat, which raises LDL cholesterol and contributes to artery plaque buildup. Combined with excess sodium, it can also elevate blood pressure and cause fluid retention, leading to swollen ankles, stiff legs, and unnecessary strain on the heart. What makes this meat so dangerous is its convenience. It's easy, familiar, and found in countless dishes. But if you're over 60, it's time to upgrade. Instead of processed pork, opt for fresh, preservative-free sausage alternatives made from lean turkey or chicken. Add your own herbs and seasonings for flavor without the chemicals. It's a small shift that can mean the difference between chronic illness and renewed vitality. 3. Deli ham and cold cuts. At first glance, deli meats like ham, turkey, and roast beef may seem like convenient, harmless sandwich fillers. But beneath that simplicity lies a toxic blend of additives that can wreak havoc on aging bodies. Most cold cuts are highly processed and saturated with salt, sugar, phosphates, and preservatives, especially sodium nitrite, which keeps the meat looking fresh but forms harmful nitrosamines during digestion. Beyond nitrates, many cold cuts also contain hidden sugars and phosphates that can spike blood sugar, strain the kidneys, and disrupt metabolic function. For those already dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes, or kidney issues, these meats only add fuel to the fire. Water retention, leg swelling, and cognitive decline have also been associated with processed meats due to the inflammation they trigger in blood vessels and brain tissue. Despite their availability, deli meats are anything but senior-friendly. Instead, roast your own lean meats like turkey breast or grass-fed beef and slice them at home. This simple switch slashes your exposure to harmful chemicals while still delivering the convenience and satisfaction of a hearty sandwich. 2. Fried chicken. Especially fast food style. Few things are as universally loved as crispy fried chicken. It's the centerpiece of family gatherings, fast food meals, and Sunday dinners. But for seniors, especially those battling joint pain, blood pressure issues, or metabolic slowdowns, this comfort food can quickly become a silent killer. The issue isn't just the chicken, it's how it's cooked. Deep frying chicken in cheap reused oils, typically soybean or corn oil, causes it to absorb trans fats, oxidized omega-6s, and harmful substances like acrylamides and advanced glycation end products, AGs. These compounds have been linked to inflammation, artery damage, and accelerated aging. A large-scale study published in BMJ in 2020 tracked over 107,000 women for 2 decades. Those who ate fried chicken more than once a week had a 13% higher risk of death from all causes and a 12% increase in death from heart-related issues. The risks were even worse in women over 60. Frying also degrades collagen in the skin and joints, speeds up joint degeneration, and contributes to memory decline, all issues older adults already struggle with. The white flour breading, often mixed with sugar and salt, raises blood sugar and adds empty calories, increasing the risk of belly fat and insulin resistance. If you crave the crunch, try oven baking or air frying your chicken with heart-healthy olive oil and antioxidant-rich herbs like rosemary or turmeric. You'll get the flavor without sacrificing your arteries, joints or energy levels. Drawer 1. Factory-farmed skinless chicken breast. This one shocks most people. For years, skinless chicken breast has been marketed as the gold standard of lean, healthy protein. But here's the truth: not all chicken is created equal, especially when it comes from factory farms. Factory-farmed chicken is often raised on genetically modified grains, injected with antibiotics, and exposed to environmental toxins. These chickens are typically stressed, inflamed, and deficient in the very nutrients that make chicken breast beneficial, like omega-3 fats and natural collagen. Worse, their meat often contains residues of antibiotics, pesticides, and heavy metals, all of which accumulate in the body over time and affect immune function, gut health, and hormone balance in seniors. Studies have shown that people over 60 who consume high amounts of factory-farmed poultry have higher levels of inflammatory markers, lower levels of antioxidant enzymes, and are more likely to suffer from gut permeability, leaky gut, which has been linked to arthritis, fatigue, and even Alzheimer's disease. If you enjoy chicken breast, the solution isn't to stop eating it, it's to switch sources. Choose pasture-raised organic chicken from farms that allow birds to roam and feed on natural diets. These chickens have healthier fat profiles, more vitamins, and no chemical residues. They nourish your muscles without damaging your gut or your brain. Now that we've covered the worst offenders, let's turn to the best meats to include in your diet after 60. Meats that actually support joint health, muscle strength, cognitive clarity, and longevity. 4. Wild-caught salmon, packed with omega-3 fatty acids, natural collagen, and anti-inflammatory nutrients. Wild-caught salmon is one of the best meats for older adults. Its high EPA and DHA content improves blood vessel flexibility, reduces joint pain, and boosts cognitive performance. In seniors with arthritis, consuming salmon just 3 times a week has been shown to reduce C-reactive protein, CRP, a key inflammation marker, by up to 30%. Plus, the natural collagen in salmon skin helps restore joint lining and reduce stiffness. For optimal benefits, choose salmon with the skin on and avoid farm-raised varieties, which often contain contaminants and lack the same nutrient profile. Number 3. Grass-fed beef. In moderation. When consumed mindfully, grass-fed beef can be a powerful tool for seniors. Unlike conventional beef, grass-fed cuts contain higher levels of omega-3s, CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, and zinc, which all support immune function, hormone health, and muscle repair. Beef is also rich in creatine and B12, which help maintain brain volume and prevent muscle loss in older adults. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week of lean grass-fed cuts like sirloin, tenderloin, or round roast. Pair with fibrous vegetables and herbs like rosemary to improve digestion and reduce inflammation. 1. Organ meats, especially liver. Nutrient-dense and rich in bioavailable vitamins, beef liver and other organ meats are among the most underrated superfoods for people over 60. Just a few ounces a week provides vitamin A, iron, copper, zinc, choline, and B12, nutrients crucial for cognitive health, energy production, and blood oxygenation. Organ meats also contain natural collagen precursors and glycine, which support connective tissue repair and reduce inflammation. While they may take some getting used to, incorporating small amounts into stews or ground meat blends can be a game-changer for seniors with low energy, poor memory, or brittle joints. Number 1. Bone-in, skin-on chicken, pasture-raised. Unlike its skinless factory-farmed counterpart, pasture-raised chicken with skin and bones intact is a complete package for senior health. The skin contains type Y collagen, gelatin, and elastin, all of which help rebuild joints, strengthen ligaments, and restore flexibility. The bones, when simmered into broth, release powerful minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Roast or slow-cook these cuts to preserve their nutrients. The flavor is richer, and the health benefits are far more profound than what you'll get from boneless, skinless breast. For older adults seeking to move better, feel stronger, and age without pain, this may be the single best meat choice you can make. Number 1. Skinless chicken breast from factory farms. Continued. The health issues associated with skinless chicken breast go far beyond the chicken itself. The real problem lies in how the meat is produced, and how an older adult's body responds to ultra-lean, industrially raised white meat. Most chicken breast in supermarkets comes from large-scale poultry farms, where birds are fed genetically modified corn and soy, injected with antibiotics, and sometimes even exposed to arsenic-based growth accelerators. Research published in Environmental Health Perspectives and Food Chemistry confirms that residues of these chemicals, especially antibiotic-resistant strains and hormone-like compounds, remain in the meat long after it's packaged. This is a serious concern for seniors, whose immune systems are often weaker and digestive systems more sensitive. These chemical remnants can disrupt gut microbiota, impair the body's ability to detoxify, and lead to systemic inflammation. A 2021 report by Consumer Reports found that over 60% of supermarket chicken breasts contained antibiotic-resistant bacteria, posing a major threat to seniors already at risk of infections or compromised immunity. While skinless chicken breast is often praised for being lean, its low fat content comes at a cost. Seniors need healthy fats to absorb fat-soluble vitamins like D, E, and K, nutrients essential for brain function, strong bones, and regulating inflammation. Without these fats, even a protein-rich diet can leave you nutritionally deficient. Many older adults who rely heavily on skinless chicken experience symptoms like brittle nails, dry skin, thinning hair, poor wound healing, and even joint pain. There's also the issue of how it's typically cooked. Chicken breast is often grilled or baked until dry, then served plain as the default healthy meat, day in and day out. This repetitive, nutrient-poor preparation deprives seniors of key micronutrients like zinc, B12, and collagen, nutrients necessary to preserve muscle mass, joint comfort, and energy. In fact, a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 60 who consumed skinless chicken breast more than 5 times per week experienced 16% greater muscle loss and frailty than those with a more balanced meat intake. Cholesterol levels didn't improve, but inflammation markers did rise, likely due to insufficient omega-3s and other missing nutrients. Instead of eliminating chicken altogether, the smarter move is to choose pasture-raised or organic chicken, keep the skin on for nutrient density, and use a mix of lighter and darker cuts like thighs or drumsticks. Roasting with the skin helps preserve collagen and healthy fats, giving your body the tools it needs to repair, restore, and thrive. Variety is essential. Senior health is not just about avoiding fat, it's about finding the right balance of nutrients, textures, and whole food sources that keep the body strong and resilient well into your later years. Now let's shift from the meats you should avoid to the ones that can help you move better, feel stronger, and extend your healthy years. Here are 4 meats to include in your diet, ranked from excellent to extraordinary. 4. Grass-fed lamb. Lamb is often reserved for holidays or special dinners, but for seniors over 60, it should be a regular part of a well-rounded diet, especially when it's grass-fed. Lamb delivers a unique nutritional profile that outshines many other meats. Unlike factory-farmed beef or poultry, grass-fed lamb contains higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, nutrients that combat inflammation, support joint flexibility, and protect heart health. And while lamb does contain fat, it's the kind of fat that supports cellular repair, not the industrial oils found in processed meats. The omega-3s in lamb help lubricate joints, improve arterial flexibility, and may reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, a major concern for many older adults. To maximize benefits, choose marbled cuts like the shoulder or leg, but trim any excess fat after cooking. Roasting or slow cooking with herbs like rosemary and thyme brings out flavor and retains nutrients. Avoid breaded or fried preparations, and if you're concerned about cholesterol, stick to moderate portions 2-3 times per week. Grass-fed lamb isn't just a treat, it's a powerhouse food for aging well.
Tartar, pasture-raised duck. Duck doesn't appear on senior menus as often as chicken or beef, but it should, especially when pasture-raised or free-range. Duck offers an outstanding balance of nutrients that support aging from multiple angles. It contains higher amounts of iron, selenium, and healthy monounsaturated fats, which are essential for maintaining energy, supporting immune function, and promoting heart health. Unlike lean white meat, duck has a richer fat content that helps the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins and maintain healthy skin, joints, and hormone balance. The iron content in duck is also superior to most poultry, making it a valuable choice for seniors experiencing fatigue, anemia, or circulatory issues. Selenium, another standout in duck meat, plays a key role in thyroid function and cellular defense against oxidative stress. This makes duck an excellent food for seniors looking to preserve their metabolism and immune resilience. When preparing duck, keep the skin on but cook it properly. Roast or slow cook to render out excess fat while retaining flavor and nutrients. Pair with antioxidant-rich sides like steamed greens, roasted root vegetables, or citrus glazes for balance. If you're trying duck for the first time, start with small portions and savor it as a rich, satisfying meat that fuels your body well into your 70s and beyond. 2. Sardines with skin and bones. Small but mighty, sardines are among the most nutrient-dense meats you can eat, especially for older adults. These little fish contain type 1 collagen, calcium, phosphorus, omega-3 fatty acids, elastin, and natural gelatin, all packed into a convenient shelf-stable form. What makes sardines unique is their edible bones and skin. These parts deliver collagen and structural minerals in their most natural form, directly feeding your body the ingredients it needs to rebuild joints, reinforce bones, and support cardiovascular health. Omega-3s from sardines reduce inflammation, improve brain function, and have even been shown to lower the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Sardines also contain high levels of vitamin D, which is essential for seniors to maintain bone density and mood stability. Unlike many supplements, sardines provide these nutrients in a bioavailable, food-based form the body can absorb and use immediately. For maximum benefit, choose wild-caught sardines packed in olive oil or water, avoid those preserved in soybean oil. Eat them on whole grain toast, in salads, or mixed with avocado for a brain-boosting, joint-healing snack that delivers more per bite than most meats on the market. Bone-in, skin-on chicken, pasture-raised. Returning to chicken, but this time the right kind. Pasture-raised bone-in skin-on chicken is arguably the most powerful meat-based food you can eat after 60. When raised on natural feed and allowed to roam, these birds produce meat that is richer in nutrients, more balanced in fat, and dramatically more effective at supporting collagen, joint integrity, and immune health. The skin contains type I collagen, gelatin, and glycine, all of which are essential for rebuilding cartilage, reducing joint pain, and strengthening the connective tissue around knees, hips, and ankles. The bones, when simmered into broth or slow-cooked, release a nutrient-dense matrix of calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and type 2 collagen, all essential for bone repair and mobility. Use thighs, drumsticks, and wings for best results. Roast them slowly with skin intact, simmer into soups or cook into stews. The combination of collagen, minerals, and healthy fat supports your joints, boosts energy, and even helps regulate appetite and metabolism. It's the complete package, and a far better choice than the overcooked, flavorless, skinless breast.